So I've been seeing all the discourse about that statue in New York, and I just wanted to give my wee little thoughts about it. To be honest, when you go outside, there are more black women that you will pass on the street who look more like the statue than do not look like the statue. We know this to be true, but what I wanted to focus on is the presentability of it all. Like, so for years now, you've had a lot of women on the internet who get upset whenever they are told that you should dress a certain way to go outside and that you should dress a certain way to go outside or you should put a lot of effort into your appearance. And here, the statue, there's nothing technically wrong with it. It's just it is a woman who has not put a lot into her appearance. She hasn't put a lot in on working on her weight. She hasn't put a lot in on her outfit or anything. That's what I gathered from looking at it. And so, if there are so many people who are arguing for this, then why, who argue to be able to walk around like that, then why is it that people are so upset at its existence? Like, this is basically the results of saying, I don't care, I'm going to wear whatever I like, you know? I don't care. I don't care about what anyone has to say about my appearance. I'm going to wear whatever I like. They forget that that means that as a collective, you're going to have this kind of image. And you're saying, someone might bring up the fact that, oh, well, if you say that you're black, doesn't that mean that you have this image? Like, well, when I go outside, I don't look like that statue. So my treatment is not like someone who looks like the statue. That's only for if you look like the statue. You are built like the statue. You are dressed like the statue on average when you go outside. That's who's got to worry, really. The rest of us get to benefit from the fact that, oh, oh, you're so different to the rest of them. Oh, you're so different to the rest of those black girls. Oh, you're not like them. It's like, which as I've gotten older and older, older and older, I realized that's not really a bad thing. Before I used to get so upset and think, oh no, they're saying that I am not like everyone else. But then it's like, what good comes from being like everyone else? Whether you're dark, light, mixed, completely black, if you are not like that statue, then take pride in it. If they tell you that you're not like everyone else, you gotta take pride in that. Don't let them convince you that blending in is better in general. It's not. But definitely in this case, you don't want to be compared to a statue that has a bunch of traits about it that are societally that are deemed as unattractive to society. Because as we know, the attractive traits that we have help us navigate better. Anywho, it's like, so if there are so many people who support the idea that they should be able to just go out looking anyhow and that everyone should stay out of black women's business, then like, why are there so many people upset? Because that's what a lot of the people who have that opinion were fighting for. And I mean, have you noticed the black women who do not feel as though they look like the statue have no problem with the statue? I mean, if you don't look like the statue and you're black, then like you don't feel anything for it. A slim, dark, wide featured girl isn't going to feel anything about the statue because she ain't built like the statue. If she is someone who puts a lot of effort into appearance, she's not going to feel anything about the statue because, again, Can you see my tracks? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I've given up on hiding them. That's no longer a me problem. That's a you problem if you're disturbed by it. But anywho, a black girl who doesn't feel like she looks like the statue is not going to be bothered by the statue. It's only the people who do look like it, they are upset by it because subconsciously they realize that, yeah, that's how they look. And that's how the statue is bringing across. And also, I have no notes for this. I'm just going off the top of my head. Oops. I hate it when I forget my point. Yeah, people who actually do look like the statue are the ones who are unconsciously upset by its existence because, well, if you don't look like it, it wouldn't upset you because it's got nothing to do with you. And people don't like that that is the image of the average black woman, that that is what's being presented across because there are a lot of black women who like to pretend that the image of the average black woman is someone that is not. Like, let me give you some examples. Like, you'll find in a lot of comment sections people trying to say that, like, Beyonce looks like the average black woman. No. And some people who are like American, they like to lie. They forget that plane tickets exist and passports exist. They like to lie and say, yes, no, that's how all the women over here look. But then they will be the main ones showing outrage when images and statues and paintings like that come out. And the truth is, actually, as someone who is actually very well traveled, and has someone who has been very well traveled since my younger years. Unfortunately, I don't do a lot of it now. But yes, that is what you see globally. More emphasis. That is what you see globally, but it's more apparent in Western countries. Like that, yeah, that's what you see mostly in Western countries when it comes to black women. Yeah. And that all of us who from the lightest to the darkest, all of us who don't walk around looking like that, who aren't out of shape, who do put effort into their appearance before they go outside, who do put more effort into their appearance before they go outside, yeah, are actually the minority. People they don't like hearing that. But go outside, look around. People forget that what the average person looks like is not the woman that you see when you're on the way to go clubbing or when you're on the way to buy like makeup at makeup or clothing at a high-end shop. It's not that. It's the person that you see when you're in a supermarket or the grocery store. It's the person that you see when you're in the library or the bank, these very regular places. The bus stop or the train station. That's the average person. This actually applies to any topic where people are talking about what the average looks like. That's the average person. The person that you see in mundane spaces. And some people, they think that the average person is who they are seeing when they are online and scrolling. No, that's not the average person. No, the average person is who you see when you're outside. Yeah. Anyone who claims that they have a different conclusion to mine is honestly, I think you're just being a bit delusional. But I have no notes for this. I just wanted to share my little thoughts and opinions as someone who, well, is black and really does care about and really does care about appearances. Can you see my you probably can. It's okay. The back of my head is none of my business.